Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. Welcome back to another reading vlog. What is going on? It's very interesting. I am back with a reading vlog that's a little high stress. The stakes are high. I will be reading my book club pick, if you didn't know. I do have an in-person book club here in Durban. But the thing is, book club is in 3 days. I haven't read the book, not even one single sentence. I haven't done anything for the preps. I haven't done the cue cards that I usually like to do. I haven't replied to certain messages on the book club chat. Kuningi and Dingiwan. Our book club pick for the month is An Angel's Demise by Sunyati. I don't know if it's her 5th book. It's her 4th book. I don't know where am I getting 5th? There's The Polygamist, A Family Affair, The Gold Diggers, and this is her 4th book. I don't know what this book is about. I posted this. One of my mutuals on Instagram said, the stress that you're about to have. I'm very much well acquainted with Sunyati's work. Like, I've read A Family Affair, which stressed me the fuck out. I have a reading vlog of that one. Like, it's probably one of my first reading vlogs. I'm looking forward to reading this. The main thing for this reading vlog basically is to read the book, obviously. This is 300. Oh my god. Okay, the font is not tiny. 335 pages. I need to reply to the group chat. I need to create the cue cards. I need to make sure that I have space on my phone. So that means that I need to edit other videos so that I know that I have space to take content for book club, right? Basically, I need help. I'm gonna start with things that I can control right now, which is obviously to read this book. So I'm gonna get myself some coffee, start this book. I'll talk to you guys when I do have an update. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Guys, it is the next day. Does this look okay? Doesn't matter. It is the next day. I think I've read for like 2 hours. I'm currently left with 21 hours and some 32 seconds. I'm on page 110 and I do have some updates. Admin updates. I did send the message. I did update the Instagram. I have read. I think I'm like 32% in. And I'm so glad that I am making progress. Let me tell you what this book is about. So it opens up, we see Angel in prison, in this prison cell. She's basically telling us that, you know, she's been here for a while now because she has no other choice. She has to do this because he holds all the power. We still don't know who is he. We don't know why she is in there. This is the epilogue. This is like we're just arrived in the 2000s, 2008. She is alone in a cell, so that means her crimes are insane, and we get to get a little glimpse of how she lived before she even got into jail. A housewife to some rich person. She is married to a politician, and that's the he she keeps talking about towards the end of that, right? She basically tells us that she has no other choice and it doesn't matter anyway because she's gonna die. And I'm like, what are you talking about, girl? And then it flashbacks back in time into the 1970s. That's where I'm still at, in the 1970s. And I'm on page 110. I go back to Angel's story. I need to know why my homegirl is there. When I say a lot of history, we get a lot of history. We get to see the history of these two families, right? Angel's family, which is, it starts from her great-grandmother to her grandmother to her mother and to her, and how everyone came to be, how they lived, how they worked in the Bell's house farm, how her grandmother was a domestic worker. So many things happened to that woman. So many things happen to that woman. Like, it's actually insane. So many things happen to that woman. White people are evil. Like, white people are evil. Everyone is connected in one way or another. Everyone has a string to somebody in this story. And Sunyati is doing that very well so far. I'm seeing all of the connections. Like, I'm very much up to date. Like, I'm not confused about the characters or who's who. And also, the other history that we see is the owners of the farm, right? We get to see from Paul, who is the current owner in the 2000s. We get to see his great grandparents and how they came from London looking for greener pastures in Rhodesia, and they basically lived like millionaires when they came to Rhodesia from London. The things that they did, the things that his granddaddy did, despicable things that family is just evil. Paul himself is a bigoted, racist asshole. The only good person in the story is his wife. Now, Nanaye, her silence sometimes pisses me off. Girl, stand up. You get what I'm saying? That's how I feel. We just see the history of that family, the things that they did towards black people, the secrets that they have within themselves. There are some emotional parts, which I wish it was more of, but I feel like it's 30% emotional parts and 70% historical lessons. It is a historical fiction because it does talk about Rhodesia, the journey to the people fighting for their freedom and their independence, the politics that happened during that time. I'm happy that I'm learning certain things, but I wish I could learn whilst also being emotionally invested, which in some instances lacks that emotional attachment. We see a lot of people's perspective. I'm very much glad that I went into this book blind, because everything's just surprising me. The anticipation to Angel's parts. I need to know her story. I need to hear from her. But slowly but surely we are getting there. Yeah, we're still with her parents now. Hopefully they'll be done soon, guys. I don't want to lie. I need to hear from Angel. I'm sorry. So far, that's the updates that I do have for you guys. Today, I'm just gonna focus on reading. I do need to run some errands, so I'm gonna do that as well. We can chat about it. So let me get to read. Currently 5:15 in the evening. Tomorrow is book club. That is an insane place to be at right now. I like to think that I work best under pressure. Updates is nothing has changed since I last spoke to you. I'm still currently on page 110. I even want to scrap the whole reading my book club pick for 24 hours. That's not the case. Now we need to rumble. We still have cue cards to make. I still need to finish this book. The least I could do is be halfway. Let me tell you, I don't know what happened to me yesterday. I'm literally Lewis Hamilton. Was Usain Bolt, Caster Semenya. Find ourselves now the day before book club. Don't even want to talk. I just want to binge. That's what I'm going to do right now. Let me just get right into reading, and I'll talk to you guys when I do have an update. It's currently 8, going to 8:15. I just reached 151. The reason why I'm coming to give you guys an update is because I'm somewhat halfway-ish. I don't think so, but yeah, I still have a long way to go. And I just realized that I'm only going to get Angel's POV, 171 pages. So I have 20 pages to get through right now before I get there. I'm not happy about that. This book grabbed me at the beginning. That epilogue was amazing, done so well. Digressing, I feel like this is the only sweater you guys are going to be seeing me in. Anyways, I loved how this book opened up with a banger. It has all the things that I want. Like, it's giving me mysterious, it's giving me someone is in jail, why she's in jail, right? And then it takes us back to like the 1800s, the 1970s, and I'm like, okay, fine, cool. I need the history of her people. I need the history of the other white family as well, because her people lived in that area, in those lands. But now I'm getting to a point where I'm just like, I actually do not care. I do not want to know. Like, even the things that I was like, oh, this is so interesting to read about the Zimbabwean history, the war, the politics of that country. Oh, these are the things that I actually do not know, because to be honest with you, in history, we were never taught about the history of African countries. Also, these are the things that I can research on myself. It's taking away the desire for me to go on my laptop and type in all of these things, or to kind of like pencil down like my reading journal to be like, hey, these are the things that I actually picked my interest in and I want to know more about it. It's something that I usually like about historical fiction, is that they open the door for me to enter into that research for myself. I don't want you to spoon feed me the information, probe me to do my own research. Like, Douglas is pissing me off. Angel's father, pissing me off. Get to the I'm tired. I'm just like, get to the point. That's basically my main qualm with this book. And the fact that it's spoon feeding me the information. Like, I'm really definitely be interesting to hear what the girlies think. Anyways, let me get right into reading, and then I'm gonna talk to you guys later. The story is this. I was reading this book early into the night, around 1. I did sleep, but I'm currently on page 240. I have this much that's left, right? I'm very nervous because book club is in 5 hours. I haven't done the cue cards. I'm very nervous because what the heck am I doing? Let's talk about the book. What the hell also? What the hell? I think I was telling you guys that the fact that being spoon-fed historical information that I can easily access. So that continued to happen. I finally got to hear from Angel and just to see how she grew up, growing up in this white family with these white people and not necessarily having any sense of who she is. How that kind of created a complex with her, in like she was standing out instead of fitting in. So very interesting to see her grow up that space, being raised by that family. Even though they did welcome her, they still obviously other family members, Paul, they mistreated her. So many things also happened to her. The thing is, there are so many things that happened that we could have easily made into a story, right? But now they just like, we were rushing to put it that we're going towards the books. We can see Angel grow up, right? Whereas that could have been the story in itself. Putting the historical information in there, I feel like it just wasted our time, and then we wasted a lot of time where we could have gotten to know Angel, where we could have built nuance of the certain things or the dramatic things, of certain things that are just like happening because she starts having relations with somebody. Really? You put your trust in that person? Stupid hoe, how you figure. We could have built on that nuance instead of just like adding it. Manje, like manje, we sure manje easy and so far so quick, and we move past things so quickly, and I'm like, wait, what? It felt too much all at once. Also, men are not good people. What's new? Yes, history repeats itself, but that's another thing also that I want to talk about. We could have built on that nuance that history repeats itself, because what Angel is going through is what, not in the way that she's going through it, but her grandmother went through it, even in worse circumstances. It was not in a good way. We could have built on that, guys. So let me stop talking. Let me get into reading. I'll talk to you guys later. Going to 20 to 9, and I am done. Guys, do you know the potential that this book has? You know those history lessons that I got? It's all in here. As I said, it's things that I could have Googled myself. And you even gave me the timeline of everything. Why did you put it in the book like that? I had to look who edited this book, because that's another thing when it comes to South African publication. Who edits the story is very important, because I get the author's vision with this book. I see it. I get it. I understand. I know what you're trying to achieve. Why is it being edited like that? Oh, God. Everything was rushed. Everything was rushed. We wasted so much of words, pages, on historical events. You could have used a historical event to showcase what the character was at and what did they do during that time. But you didn't need to explain the entire event on itself. I am pissed. And this book opened up with such a banger, guys. Like, you guys know how it opened up. I told you guys how it opened up, right? I had high hopes, because I was like, okay, fine, cool. We're about to get the drama. We're about to get to see. What did you do? Oh, because of adultery? Now, everything is so rushed after that. Could have built so much. Yeah, this book was a letdown. That's how it was. I'm pissed. I'm so annoyed. I'm just gonna get ready now. I need to do the cue cards. The discussions is gonna be messy. We have finished the book already for book club. I actually made the cue cards. I made 3 because I always make like a lot. I always make like 9, and it's only like 4 people that show up. So I just made 3, and then we're gonna like circle it around in terms of questions. Like, it wasn't exciting to make it. I will definitely be honest with you guys. Have my coffee right now. I can't believe I actually finished that book. Actually, I can't believe it, because I really work best when there's like fire up my ass. I really work great under pressure. I don't lie in my CVs when I say that, guys. I still can't believe that book. That's how it ended. That's how the book was in just general. That was not cool. That was not cool at all. But yeah, I'm looking forward to hear what the girlies think. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys when I get there. What was happening? Very interesting how you look, whether you have like your hair up, your hair down. Like, I look very different this morning than I do now. I'm back from book club. Yeah, we were talking about this book, and I'm not sure if I got like a lot of clips, especially for YouTube. Sometimes I reserve content that I take on book club day for like our Instagram and TikTok. This was definitely a crash out meet. Like, we were crashing out. The person, the member who really picked up this book, was just like, worst of it all, guys, this was my idea. And we were like, damn. There were 5 of us. 3 out of 5 read the book. I'm not sure if I showed you guys the ratings, but we all had the same idea. We all were like, for a book that started so well, why did it have to be like that throughout the book? Yeah, it's always so fun. It's always so nice to hang out with the girlies and talk to them about books. Like, yeah, let's sit down, Kiki, be at a cute cafe, which, if we were to talk about an establishment, what the hell was that? What the hell was that? We went to a cafe that is very popular here in our city. It's called Been Around the Block. Let me tell you something. We ain't spinning around that block again. I really felt like we were just given like horrible service. I love cafes, okay? I wish there could be a cafe every single corner that I turn to. Based on the photos, like, it looks amazing. Kuhle. How? Sasfika. How? We did not have fun. When it came to the establishment and what they offered, we did not have fun. We were just like so perplexed, because we were like, wait, what is going on? Like, everyone is confused. Our waitress was confused. We were confused. I'm not a big fan of like complaining, but if the service was horrible, that service was horrible. The place is never seeing me again. Not that they will miss me much. Yeah, they will never. And again, one of the members, Olinda, when she came in and she sat down, she didn't notice that the chair had come. So when she's standing up wanting to go to the bathroom, she's like, guys, I'm stuck. And we're like, what do you mean? Can you stand up just to see like what's keeping us stuck? There's gum on the chair. And then we asked one of the waiters, can you please like give us something, give us ice so that we'll be able to take out that gum. There's gum on the chair. And then he was like, he was being sarcastic and trying to be funny. It was